And welcome, my friends, to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel ASMR. Throughout this series, I have been playing the solo gates in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel to explain to beginners and experts alike how to play this wonderful trading card game of duel monsters, also known as Yu-Gi-Oh! If we go into the solo gates, we can see how far we've come. We have completed the tutorial, Duel Restart. We're going to miss duel training. The reason for this being, a lot of duel training is pretty much hands-on. You have to try it for yourself with the loner decks the game gives you. If you'd like to figure out the basic forms of summoning, or if you'd like me to cover them in this section, please let me know. This covers all the different summoning methods, such as Synchro, Xyz, Pendulum Summoning, and at last, Link Summoning. It doesn't seem enough for an entire video to do 4 little tutorial gates. And in Duel Strategy 2, it's more of the same. It's a game just giving you different scenarios to mess around with at your own leisure. If you'd like me to cover duel strategy, let me know. Now, continuing onwards, this is the focus of this video. Tactical Tri-Deck. In this solo gate, you are given 3 pre-constructed decks that have varying strategies. Use them while playing through this gate for a lesson on everything, from basic maneuvers to valuable tricks. It will help to make you a high-level duelist as well. This video is created with the purpose of answering that question. Oh, I'm starting to learn how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! What cards do I use? Well, in Tactical Tri-Deck, you get to have a try of 3 different archetypes of cards. You have Cyber Dragons, the Evil Twins, and Eldlich The Conqueror. Is it Eldlich or Eldlich? Let me know how you pronounce it. We'll get to try 3 different dueling decks, and you let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. We'll be covering all 3 of them for a taste of power and to show you how different dueling strategies function in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. So let's start with Decisive Strike Cyber Dragon, an archetype used by Zane Truesdale in the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX anime series. A Cyber Dragon deck focused on offense. Combine Power Bond with Cyber Dragon and launch an overwhelming offensive to claim victory in 1 turn. We get a glimpse of the power of Cyber Dragons. Practice. Learn the ins and outs of Cyber Dragon decks. We will have a loner for this, so let's go. Decisive Strike Cyber Dragon. I'll explain to you how Cyber Dragon cards function, and see if it's your cup of tea, your cyber cup of tea. It's time to duel. What makes a Cyber Dragon deck unique? Cyber Dragon decks specialize in tactics that end matches in an instant, using monsters with high attack capability. Cyber Dragon is this deck's linchpin, with high attack and the ability to be special summoned under the right conditions. It's easy to fusion summon powerful monsters by taking advantage of the fact that many of the deck's monsters are treated as Cyber Dragon when on the field or in the graveyard. The key to victory is finding the right timing to bring out your trump cards. Draw, standby, main phase 1. The opponent ends their turn. Draw. We draw Cyber Dragon Core. Use the effect of Cyber Dragon to win the duel during this turn. You're right. We are going to win the duel in a single turn, using our Cyber Dragons. If our opponent controls a monster and we don't, we can special summon Cyber Dragon from our hand. Let's do so. Cyber Dragon has the effect, if only your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. It's a level 5 monster, meaning we would have to sacrifice or tribute something to bring it out. And it has 2100 attack. Let's special summon Cyber Dragon using its nifty little effect. Now, since we special summoned, we can normal summon. So look, there's the basis of the deck, Cyber Dragon, a cool looking futuristic card. Now, we have Cyber Dragon Core. Let's see what we can do with this. Add Cyberdark Realm to our hand, with the effect of Cyber Dragon Core. This lets us add various spell cards to our hand. We're going to choose Cyberdark Realm. We're going to activate Cyberdark Realm, a support spell card, to add Cyberdark Chimera to our hand, this sinister cyber creature. And using the effect of Cyberdark Realm, we can normal summon one more time in addition to our regular one this turn. And now we can activate Cyberdark Chimera's effect to add another card to our hand. We have to discard Triple Tactics Talent in our hand to do so. Now we can activate Power Bond, which allows us to fuse our Cyber Dragon monsters together to create something powerful. First of all, we are going to link summon a creature known as Cyber Dragon Ziga. Requires 2 machine monsters called Cyber Dragon. Now this is the trick to a Cyber Dragon deck. Cyber Dragon Core's name becomes Cyber Dragon while on the field or in the graveyard. So even though it isn't a Cyber Dragon, it's treated as one, meaning we can use it to fuse this creature. Cyber Dragon Ziga, come forth. Now, we have all the pieces to make our final play. The effect of Cyberdark Chimera that we just activated lets us use graveyard monsters as material to fusion summon. So even though we only have 2 creatures on the field, we can use creatures in the graveyard as well. Activate Power Bond to fuse our ultimate creature, Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. Going to use monsters in the graveyard as well as the field. Come forth, Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. When this card is fusion summoned, you can target spell and traps on the field up to the number of materials used for its summon. Destroy them. We use 2 materials, allowing us to wipe out the opponent's back row, which is a keyword used to describe the spell and trap card zone. The enemy has no spell or traps to defend themselves. Now we activate an additional effect. Once per turn, we can send up to 2 light machine monsters from our deck to the graveyard. And if I do, each monster sent to the graveyard, this card gains 1 additional attack during each battle phase this turn. So we're going to send the components used to fuse this creature. With this, Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon can now attack multiple times. Let's proceed to the battle phase and end this duel in a single turn. But we're not done yet. Cyber Dragon Ziga has an effect. During each battle phase, if this card is not declared an attack, you can target 1 machine monster you control with 2100 or more attack. For the rest of this turn, that monster gains 2100 attack and defense. Also, Neither player takes any battle damage from attacks involving this monster. Please attack with a monster. Chimeratech Rampage Dragon now has 6,300 attack. And we can attack one more time and end this duel. Chimeratech Rampage Dragon, destroy our enemies. Opponent's life points reduced to 0. The opponent defeated in a single turn. And that's just a taste of the power of Cyber Dragons. Cyber Dragons are fusion creatures that can bring themselves out and form into various different types of Cyber Dragon creatures. If you like cards that use a lot of fusion summoning mechanics, as well as effects that can end the duel in a single attack, then try out Cyber Dragons. Now, to the second part of this gate, we will do another practice duel, where this time we are left alone to use a Cyber Dragon deck to achieve victory. Our opponent's deck centers around level 4 monsters. Skillfully utilizing Synchro and Xyz summons, they will quickly bring out their trump card monsters. Aim for a duel where you not only keep track of the cards on both fields, but take into account both hands and graveyards to anticipate your opponent's next move. Now we decide that we are going to go second, in a duel where we will use Cyber Dragons, using nothing but our own judgment to decide victory. Perhaps I can show you what Cyber Dragons are all about, and see if it's an archetype worth your interest, or it's just something you like. Okay, we have 2 Cyber Dragons in our hand. We will activate Clockwork Knight, but the enemy uses a spell card to destroy it. Our spell card is negated. The enemy has a powerful creature known as Megalo Smasher X, which has 2,000 attack, a large amount to be sure. We are going to set Cyberdark Chimera on the field, which has enough defense to protect our life points. Let's see what the enemy does. Through some shenanigans with spell cards, they now have 2 Megalo Smasher X's. Realizing it's not powerful enough, they synchro summon. Excuse me. They actually decided to Xyz summon. That was unexpected. The powerful creature known as number 39, Utopia. What can we do? What can we do? We'll hold our defense for now. Let's see what the opponent continues to strategize. The enemy attacks with number 39 Utopia, destroying our Cyberdark Chimera. Skullmeister deals 1,700 points of damage. How can we get ourselves out of this situation? I know. Cyber Dragon is an effect, or if it's summoned to the field, it can be summoned to the field if only the opponent owns monsters. We now activate the spell card Cyber Emergency to add a Cyber Dragon to our hand. Now, witness power. We activate the spell card Power Bond. We are going to fuse not 1, not 2, but 3 Cyber Dragons together to call forth our ultimate beast. We fusion summon Cyber End Dragon. And thanks to the effect of Power Bond, its attack is doubled going from 4,000 to 8,000. Cyber End Dragon attacks Skullmeister. 6,300 attack, dealt in damage. Cyber End Dragon is the classic fusion of 3 Cyber Dragons. We could have attacked number 39 Utopia, but it could have negated our attack. Let's wait and see what the opponent does. Power Bond has a setback. If you don't destroy the opponent in a single turn, then you will take damage equal to the damage that you received as a power bonus. We activate Harvey's Feather Duster to wipe the enemy's back row of spell and traps. We discard a card and Clockwork Knight from the graveyard to add a card from deck to our hand. Now, Cyber Dragons don't have to be used purely on their own. You can use them in conjunction with other cards, such as this, Therian King Regulus. Come forth, Therian King Regulus. Now, number 39 Utopia has an interesting effect. When a monster declares an attack, you can detach a material from the card and negate the attack. So we're going to attack him twice. Our attack is negated, but now it has no materials left. The enemy is simply delaying the inevitable, their doom. It's all or nothing for the opponent. It's time to finish this duel. First of all, Therian King Regulus destroy number 39 Utopia. Because it has no material, it is destroyed. Now, let's conclude this with style. Simply having 3 Cyber Dragons available, we were able to conjure up a powerful beast such as Cyber End Dragon. 4,000 attack, increased to 8,000. Cyber End Dragon. End this duel with Cyber End Flash. Victory is ours. And now you got to see a sneak preview of the many ways a Cyber Dragon deck can function. You can fuse multiple materials to make Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. Fuse 2 materials to make Cyber Twin Dragon. Not as powerful as Cyber End Dragon attack-wise, but capable of attacking twice. If you want raw, overwhelming power, 4,000 attack with Cyber End Dragon and able to crush opponents' defenses. And if you want to get more tactical, you can use Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon and Chimera Tech Mega Fleet Dragon, as well as multiple variations of the Cyber Dragon archetype, such as Cyber Dragon Nova and Cyber Dragon Infinity. There are many cards to play around with, so if you enjoy playing with Cyber Dragons, give them a go. Let me know what you think. Now, we're getting ready to move on to the next solo gate. So, we got a sneak preview and barely a taste of the raw offensive power of Cyber Dragons. So if you're looking for overwhelming force in a mechanized, cyberized form, then maybe Cyber Dragons are an archetype that you'll enjoy. But, as is everything in life, everyone has different tastes. So let's go to a new archetype and see what you think of it. The Evil Twins. Evil Twin, the Kaito pair. A devious Evil Twin deck revolving around link-ups by the 2 Evil Twin sisters. flummox the opponent with your dazzling monsters, and snatch away victory in style. The evil twins are an archetype of thieves, who use these cute little avatars, but they're more mature behind the avatar, so appearances can deceive. You know, like how we can all make our avatars whatever we want. The evil twins look like these cute little girls, but they're actually these scheming master thieves. Kinda like how my avatar is this mysterious and dark mask, when in reality behind the avatar, I'm just a primordial form of ooze. Anyways, we're getting carried away. Let me show you how an evil twin deck works. This will be our second archetype in this video. Don't worry, the game will explain, and so will I. Please enjoy, my friends. It's time to duel. What makes an evil twin deck unique? Evil twin decks use a combination of Keyskill and Leela monsters to fight. Keyskill and Leela monsters have effects to special summon each other from the deck and graveyard, letting you link summon repeatedly. Also, many of the monsters have effects that can activate on your opponent's turn. Build strategies with both your and the opponent's turn in mind to inch ever closer to victory. We draw. We only have a single card here. Live Twin, Keyskill. Use the effects of Keyskill and Leela monsters to win the duel during this turn. Yeah. Even this cute little avatar has the capacity to end the duel in a single turn. Allow me to demonstrate. Live Twin Keyskill. Cute avatar, right? If this card is normal or special summoned and you control no other monsters, you can special summon one Leela monster from your hand or deck. So we only have a single card. How can we snatch victory with a single card? Demonstrate effect. Let's summon the other twin, Live Twin Leela. A little bit more emo. However, with both of them on the field, we can link summon. Let's link summon Evil Twin Keyskill, her more mature form, behind the avatar. Look at them both. Very different, aren't they? Release and link summon Evil Twin Keyskill. If we do not control a Leela monster, we can special summon one from our graveyard. Now it's time to summon the other evil twin to the field. All of this from a single card. And now that that evil twin is summoned, we can bring the one that we released back. You special summon Evil Twin Keyskill while a Leela monster is on the field, so we can activate its effect. Let's do so. If this card is special summoned and you control a Leela monster, you can draw a card. Your hand has been replenished. Now we can link summon Evil Twins Trouble Sunny. All of this from a single card, Evil Twins Trouble Sunny. A powerful link monster. Call forth Evil Twins Trouble Sunny. Behold. Let's proceed to the battle phase. Attack. Look at this. From a single card, we have our creature with 3,300 attack. The effect of Evil Twin's Trouble Sunny can be used during your battle phase. Quick effect. We contribute this card and special summon up to one Kisakill monster and up to one Leela monster from our graveyard. We can bring both the Evil Twins back to the field. And now we can activate an effect that allows us to target the opponent's spell and trap cards, their last line of defense. We dealt with our opponent's trap card. Keep up the offense. Please attack with a monster. Leela, attack. And Kisakill, bring us victory and end this duel. Victory is ours. Opponent's life points reduced to 0. Now that's a more tactical kind of play. Rather than defeat the enemy with overwhelming power, we use the Evil Twin's specialty of constantly summoning different creatures to bring victory closer and closer. Now, let's practice a released duel with the Evil Twins. A skillful thief duo, they appeared out of nowhere into the underworld's global agent ranking. Our opponent's deck centers around level 4 monsters. Similar to when we were allowed to be let out on our own. With Cyber Dragon monsters, we have to figure out for ourselves how to win this duel with the Evil Twin cards. Let's do it. It's time to duel. The opponent synchro summons. Number 39, Utopia, a powerful monster. This time we have several cards. Sprite Jet. If you control a level 2 rank monster, you can special summon this from your hand. Using Leela's effect, you can summon Kisakill. Different variations as well. Summon Sprite Jet to add a sprite card to our hand. You have Sprite Jet and Sprite Red. Summon Evil Twin Kisakill. If we don't control a Leela monster, we can summon one from our graveyard. And in tandem, we send the Live Twin to summon Evil Twin. The Evil Twins are here. And we get to draw a card. Excellent. Now, once again, we are going to summon Evil Twin's Trouble Sunny. We can use Kisakill as 2 materials. Come forth. Evil Twin's Trouble Sunny. And we can still link summon something. Release the 2 sprite cards, if we wanted to. So the opponent's spell card is nothing to worry about. Use Sprite Red's effect to sacrifice a card and negate its effect. This allows us to destroy number 39, Utopia. Sprite Red, attack. End our turn. Let's see what the opponent does. We have a creature with 3,300 attack on the field. The opponent's going to try and summon something. Scrap Dragon. The opponent's trying to destroy our evil twin's Trouble Sunny. Going to activate a quick effect before they can be destroyed. Barely escaping. So the opponent just destroyed their own monster and didn't get to destroy ours, as we split into two. And because we have Evil Twin Leela, because it was special summoned and we own Kisakill, we can target one card on the field and destroy it. And also, in tandem we get a draw card. So with the Evil Twins working together, we can draw a card and destroy the opponent's monster. We have many ways to deal with the opponent, don't we? We have sprite monsters. Many different ways to deal with the opponent. Going to release the two evil twins to special link summon. Access code Talker. And because the evil twins are worth 2 link arrows, we gain an access. Going to release 2 level 2 monsters. To Ixie's summon, Gigantic Sprite. Look at this. We have 2 very powerful monsters on the field. This is where you're starting to realize, just because you play a certain archetype of monster, doesn't mean it has to solely be that creature. You can play pure evil twins if you wish, or mix in something else to combine their strengths into something special and unique. Now, let's attack with Gigantic Sprite and end the duel. Victory is ours. So, instead of overwhelming power, you learn how useful summoning multiple times can be in a duel. Activating multiple effects at once can be just as effective, no pun intended, than actually destroying the monsters outright. After a moment of thinking, as I was saying earlier, Consider the fact that we didn't just play evil twin creatures, we also used cards known as sprites. So, a monster that already uses an effect of teaming up with another monster that benefits from teaming up, you have a 2-monster archetype deck that can do many different things. If that's your style, hybridizing your different strategies to do as many things as possible, then perhaps the Evil Twin deck is for you. Now, onto the third deck, Eldlich The Conqueror. An Eldlich deck that fights tenaciously with trap cards, control the flow of battle to dominate the field, and take victory. I'm not gonna lie, Eldlich the Conqueror is a very popular archetype to be used in ranked duels online in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. To put it simply, it's a real pain to deal with, because, like someone else we know, he always comes back. Let me show you what I mean. If you like the idea of getting one really powerful monster that doesn't seem to stay down no matter how many times you slay it, then let me show you how an Eldlich deck works. Once we're done, we will have covered 3 archetypes of different Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. Let me know out of these 3 which is your favorite, and let me know how you get on if you decide to practice this game for the first time. Or if you're an expert. Now, it's time to go into a practice round. Let's learn the ins and outs of Eldlich decks. Going second. This card is a nightmare to deal with. If you want tactical play with a powerful monster, a bit of both, then try this out. What makes an Eldlich deck unique? Eldlich decks are characterized by Eldlich, the Golden Lord, and their tactical flexibility thanks to a variety of supporting spell and trap cards. By sending a spell and trap card from the field to the graveyard, Eldlich, the Golden Lord, adds itself to your hand from the graveyard, and then lets you special summon a zombie-type monster from the hand and strengthen it. In addition, many of the Golden Land and Eldlich's spell and trap cards have effects that can be activated while they are in the graveyard. In addition to the cards in your hand and those you have set, you can make good use of the cards in your graveyard to move towards victory. With the Golden Land archetype of cards, you get a bit of both Evil Twins and Cyber Dragon's strengths. You get power and tactical flexibility. It's a real pain to deal with. Let's use the effect of Eldlich, the Golden Lord, to our advantage and win the duel in this turn. To deal with the opponent's set card, we can send this card and 1 spell trap from our hand to the graveyard, then target 1 card on the field, send it to the graveyard. Sending our own powerful monster to the graveyard to get rid of 1 card? Is that going to work? We're sending 2 cards away to deal with 1, but we dealt with the opponent's trap. But this is where things are going to get really evil now. We can activate the Elixir of Black Awakening from the graveyard. Yes, we sent it there on purpose. By banishing it, we can use many Golden Land cards from our deck, activating it from the graveyard. We can set Conquistador of the Golden Land from our deck. Now, Eldlich the Golden Lord's greatest strength. If this card's in the graveyard, we can send a spell or trap we control to the graveyard. Add this card to our hand and then special summon 1 zombie monster from our hand. We send the spell trap that we set up. Eldlich the Golden Lord has been added to our hand. And now we can special summon him. Until the end of the opponent's turn, the monster special summon with the effect of Eldlich the Golden Lord has increased attack and defense and cannot be destroyed by effects. This is why it's so popular online. It's a creature that keeps coming back when you destroy it, and it comes back even more powerful and immune to effects. Let's proceed to the battle phase. So look at this, a creature with 3,500 attack that cannot be destroyed by effects, and it can keep coming back so long as you have spell and traps. Eldlich the Golden Lord. Is it Eldlich or Eldlich? You tell me in the comments section. And also really encourage the algorithm to recommend my videos to everyone that you love and yourselves, because I love you all. Shameless promotion aside, let's get into some even more evil deeds and attack with Eldlich the Golden Lord and end this duel. Direct attack. Victory is sealed. From beyond the grave, victory is ours. Opponent's life points reduced to 0. So you can get the overwhelming power of a cyber dragon, as well as the tactical flexibility of the evil twins. Eldlich the Conqueror. Now the goal. One more duel left on our own. Let's go second. Give the opponent a chance to do something. And I'll show you just how powerful an Eldlich card can be. The opponent is likely going to try and synchro summon something. They synchro summon Thought Ruler Archfiend. We activate a trap card called Infinite Impermanence to negate its effects. They can use their effect to negate our card. But we have a second one. Luckily, we keep a spare. And we're forcing the opponent to activate the effect to destroy it. So they had to sacrifice 2,000 life points. They have a powerful creature on the field. By using Eldlich's effect, we can send a card to the graveyard. There. Threat dealt with. Thought Ruler Archfiend is now in the graveyard, and we sent an Eldlich card to the graveyard. Which means, if we have a spell or trap on the field, he always comes back. Also, we can banish the Eldlixer from our graveyard to send another trap card to our field. Golden Land forever. We can special summon a zombie monster, which, funny enough, Eldlich the Golden Lord is. Now he has 3,500 attack and cannot be destroyed by effects. Now we activate Pot of Prosperity. We banish cards to draw cards. How devious of us. We add Zombie World to our field. Neither player contributes summon monsters except zombie monsters, thanks to Zombie World's effect. Eldlich, attack. Target one spell or trap on the field and destroy that target. Eldlich still has 3,500 attack, and his attack goes back to its normal 2,500. You only get the attack boost for one turn, but sometimes that's all you need to seal the deal and win the duel. They use Drowning Mirror Force to send Eldlich into the deck, rather to the graveyard. This is bad. This is one way to deal with Eldlich. Don't send it to the graveyard. But how fortunate. We drew another Eldlich the Golden Lord. So that's one way to deal with Eldlich. It seems unstoppable. Its key strength is being in the graveyard to be summoned. However, sending it back into the deck is a way to dispose of it. But we can't summon Eldlich, it's still a level 10 card. So unfortunately we have to end our turn at the moment. We need to try and draw a spell or trap card. We activate Solemn Judgment to stop the opponent from summoning. We need to halt any momentum they might be able to gain. Excellent. This is exactly what we need. We send Eldlich and the Eldlixir of Black Awakening to the graveyard. Then we can send a card to the graveyard. Unfortunately, it has to be our own. One golden land card. Since we have set a trap on the field, Eldlich always comes back. And now we can summon him. So now you get an idea of the strength, but also limitations of this creature. In the right circumstances, it's absolutely unstoppable. But there are ways to deal with it. It's just aggravating when you're on the opposing side. We can banish one of our golden land cards. The opponent's going to synchro summon once more. Tornado Dragon. Goes in match. Eldlich, destroy Tornado Dragon. The opponent is backed into a corner. Doom awaits. We banish a spell from our graveyard to set another trap on the field. Every time a trap is set, a means to summon Eldlich is created. Now you can see why this deck is so terrifying. Now we have this trap card, Conquistador of the Golden Land. We summon this trap as a monster. But because we have Eldlich the Golden Lord on the field, we can destroy a card as well. We stop the Rescue Rabbit from summoning its friends, halting a potential synchro summon. Not only have we been able to bring back our main card repeatedly and attack the opponent's life points, but we have been able, through strategy, to cut off the opponent from summoning anything themselves that might be able to put a stop to our nefarious plans. Now, doom is spelled for our opponent. It's time to finish this. Eldlich, the Golden Lord, attack our opponent and seize victories from beyond death itself. Victory is ours. The opponent's life points have been reduced to 0. And there you have it. The frustrating, yet devilishly powerful tricks of Eldlich the Conqueror. Now, this video comes to its conclusion. In this video, you got to see 3 very different types of cards interact. Cyber dragons, who attack with unrelenting force. Evil twins, who use tricks to summon each other and summon powerful effects and monsters to outwit their opponents. And Eldlich the Conqueror, who comes from beyond the grave to torment its foes with its powerful abilities and raw strength. And Tactical Try-Deck ASMR has been completed. A mini-sized episode, if you will, giving you a nice variety of cards to see how this game can work. This is only 3 archetypes, and there are many in Yu-Gi-Oh! To enjoy. I think in the next episode, we'll explore an archetype when we go into the solo gate, the Absolute Monarch, where we will show you the power of the Monarch archetype, which focuses on tribute summoning. The Monarch, the very embodiment of destruction, obliterate all. But that'll be for next time. Until then, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Whether you learned something or you just wanted to hear me ramble about trading cards, please let me know in the comments. I appreciate your company. It's a pleasure to have you around here. I hope you have enjoyed Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, Tactical Try-Deck ASMR. Until then, as always, this is your friend, Alakazam ASMR. Thank you for watching this video, and adios, my friends. Take care of yourselves, and may the heart of the cards be with you always.